What? I am not late.
Where do you want
Fuck
to
you,
go
BMO.
next? If you'd like to it's tourism.
I'll kick your ass. When I'm better, I'll kick your ass.
Wait, did I hear that right? Monsieur Neuvillette, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
That's right.
Oh, but why? Technically speaking, cases like this are better left to the guards.
Neuvillette! Sedine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
Ugh, Traveler in Paimon, please help me talk our Chief Justice out of this. He wants to investigate a case on his own. This is completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a private detective? Hmm?
I trust that you'd be able to work that out with how well connected you are. But I must apologize. I do not plan on relying on anyone else's help for this matter.
So, what is it exactly? It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
A Melusine named Kiara received a threat letter.
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired at this stage.
Huh?
I have no idea why you're so hung up over this. I've checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So, if you insist, I have no objections.
Thank you for understanding. I will leave a note explaining my absence on my desk. I would appreciate it if you could take it to Lady Farina. She may have no interest in official affairs, but standard procedure dictates that I'm still responsible for reporting to her.
Yes, understood. I'll come back later and deliver the note to her.
Judging from Sedine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally. What's so special about this case?
I cannot tell you just yet, but it reminded me of certain past events. There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
Come on, stop being so secretive! We still have no idea what's going on!
It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts. Long story short, a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Udex of Fontaine and initiated a series of institutional reforms. There were few people I could trust, but I had two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you!
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them. The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of Carol's identity to instigate political unrest. Ultimately, they wanted me to yield more of my power. The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines. All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me. Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment a whirlpool of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent. It has already happened once, and I want to make sure it does not happen again.
Even so, why do you have to be the one investigating? There's the guards, the Marechaussee Phantom, And the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Aren't they more than enough to figure out what's going on?
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance that those who hold hostility towards me do not belong to the same department. The political system of Fontaine is relatively complex and involves the interests of multiple different factions. However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine, a lot of trouble could be avoided if I personally took on the case.
Outsider? But aren't you the Chief Justice of Fontaine? Why would you be an outsider?
I understand where you are coming from, but there is not necessarily a connection between my responsibilities and how I perceive myself. You know very well about my true identity, and have even met others of my kind in other nations. Even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between dragons and humans. Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, the status I was granted has prevented me from forming deeper bonds with others. I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider, a fish out of water.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. So how about we come with you on your investigation? Let's team up and round up all the bad guys lurking in the dark.
That does not sound like a bad idea. I rarely investigate cases on my own, but with professionals like you around, I'm sure it will go a lot smoother.
Oh, Paimon's starting to get a little embarrassed. Just leave it to us.
I will write my note of absence right away. Let us depart together once I'm done. Let us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better understanding of the situation.
So Neuvillette feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but is that really true? Paimon feels like he has a kinda skewed perspective on a lot of things. Anyway, let's catch up with him first. Paimon's been thinking. But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more accurate term in private occasions. Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Ugh. That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those?
The weather's amazing today.
Kiara,
Huh? Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are? Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you.
Aw, she's adorable! Hey there, it's nice to meet you.
Thanks for the compliment. Is there anything I can do for you?
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter? Oh, right! I remember now. The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek. But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger. But that's not gonna happen with everyone looking after me, right?
Have you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious?
Did you think of something?
Nope. I don't remember meeting anyone like that.
Do you still have the letter with you? I want you to show me what it says.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you. A simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals anything about the writer's intentions. We can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, I will be heading back to the Palais Mermonia to review some official documents. Kiara, you should come with us. It's safer if you stay close by.
Sure! Wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her place later.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be dangerous.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe.
you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
Ahem. Don't worry, your Big Sis Paimon is super strong.
All right, let us go our separate ways for now. Please take care of Kiara.
We'll take her to a lost place right away. See you around. So, Kiara, how old are you?
Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago.
Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. Why would Paimon be a big sister to you?
My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis.
Huh. Paimon sees. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that? Strange. Paimon felt like someone was following us.
Olaf!
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two...
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here? All right. Guess I shouldn't have asked.
May I begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course.
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all.
That was quick. What were you inspecting?
I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't. Things like bloodstains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up, we Melazines can see their residual stains for some time.
All right. Now that, hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month and wanted to hire you as my model. Is that okay with you?
Of course! Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along really well, huh? What are you looking at? Is there really someone watching us? Shh!
I think light and frilly clothes look best on you. You definitely look cute wearing them.
I love them too! Especially the...
Strange. Why isn't he back yet?
Gotcha! Ah! Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter.
Threat letter? What letter? This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Oh, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvillette and request an interview with him.
You want
Hello?
friend.
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every journalist's dream. But it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interrupt when the court's in session. So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think? Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
I see. Well, if you say so, I guess I'll put this matter aside for now. Oh, what a shame. Chances like this don't come by very often, you know. In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about? I swear I won't tell.
All right then.
What? Someone's targeting a cute little Melazine?
Shh, not so loud.
It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact. It was well received by our readers, so I was planning to continue the series. And now someone's coming after her. I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. This secret's safe with me. But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually.
Why?
People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvillette's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Besides, the case involves Melazines, so... Anyway, I'll get going now. Watch yourselves, all right?
Well, that was a nice chat. Let's head back and check on Kiara.
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
I think it's great!
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
Haran! What are you doing here? It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere.
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you. Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases. I happen to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boutique, in any case, so we always have a lot to talk about.
Neuvillette sure is lucky to have someone like you.
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands. Come on, let's go find Neuvillette.
Welcome to Cheery Boutique for tailoring services.
How has your work been recently?
Same as usual. My schedule normally isn't too packed, so I have plenty of time for myself.
Ooh, then shall we go out to play? How about a beach vacation, like last time? I've even signed up as a volunteer lifeguard. I'm really good at swimming, so I'm sure I can help.
Osmanthus wine.
You're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Cloran. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
We thought so too. Well, did you find any leads?
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I have judged over the past decade. I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading even for Paimon.
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents. After all, I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
We'll help you read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room. You're done reading already? Have you made any progress?
We skimmed through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful. Oh, there are so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases. The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine. There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
You read Paimon's mind.
All right, let us take a break then.
taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something? All this silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Mermonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Ooh, drinks! Thank you! Paimon wonders what Neuvillette likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy wines. He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know. What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
So it's just plain old water?
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon prefers something more sophisticated.
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Huh?
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintse Village, and Inazuma's Konda Village. Here is one of their latest products, water from Sumeru's Apam Woods. If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintse Village have a poignant touch, while one might call the waters of Konda Village placid. Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Really? Let Paimon try!
What do you think?
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all. Isn't this just normal water?
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. How did you do it anyway? Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon? We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around. Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become Chief Justice in human society? Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence. In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. I lost many memories from the moment I was born. The primordial sea, for example. I can only vaguely recall its connection to me, but I am unaware of what that connection is exactly. Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Tevat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
True. Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. That there are at least some similarities between humans. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could understand the meaning of my existence.
Have you made any progress then?
But I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, to engage in meaningful interactions with others far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are... Alas, time. We should move on with our investigation.
I'm gonna continue reading these documents.
I wasn't able to find any lead after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another to me.
Water? You mean...
That's right. Fountain is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel's memories and emotions. If there really were an ocean attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold hence resentment towards me. We'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element fountain.
Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look.
Perhaps there shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Looks like I got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
A safe distance? It's glowing! Thank you, Monsieur Neuvillette. The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless. Truth, I've never really understood the best of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world. For almost 20 years, we've lived in our village without finding any answers. Why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of existence elsewhere.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head, and I tried really hard not to cry.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest...
Huh? Is he in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh. Hello, I'm Carol, a Melusine.
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Why should we trust this? Who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillette allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as... I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
Obi, quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. Don't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Mari show safe fan lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything.
Cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you. Could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Votre?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Chaussee Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy. And I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melazines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Neuvillette's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort. I still want to try a little harder. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your... We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Anne brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined.
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But
turn the murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette, too!
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke! Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
The results of the investigation are in, Captain.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carroll might have thought there was no better plan.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. We were after... Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me... I will take responsibility for everything.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol, and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please, think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did?
Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent!
He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
What? That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought.
Vautrin, my friend. Is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette. What have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Hey, stop spacing out! What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over. Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought. Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience. Which ones? It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying. Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here.
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it? In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case. So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you. You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think. Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Neuvillette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines. I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine! This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it! Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see...
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that.
Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
All right, let's go buy a cake or something.
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even Neuvillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm not streaming right now, so...
Seriously?
I'm just playing.
Were you planning
For
to
the sake
shirk
of
your
playing.
duties if Neuvillette wasn't involved?
Oh. I don't know. Where's the T in the word graph? Well, I didn't go there because I think it's been done to death now. There's no R in there either, so, you know, like, it's, you know... So it's the same problem.
Relax, I was just playing.
Basically.
We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them,
I think
I'd
it's
be
kind of
haunted by
funny, you know? Now
regret for the rest
you
of my
see it.
life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the
I think it's a
criminals-
weird name for a guy, though. Neuvillette. Very feminine. I would think. Why is his name Neuvillette?
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh,
Like, this is gonna be something.
Isn't that Neuvillette? I think he's looking at us.
Looks like there's nothing to
Oh,
worry about.
okay. What's his first name?
Hmm.
Oh.
This is
Still a
truly
weird
wonderful.
name.
So, wanna go over
It's okay,
and
I
say
still have not, and I'm almost at
No,
pity
I should
50.
stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let
Oh,
us
she
stick to
was
our
my
plan
last
and return
pull,
to the
and
Palais Mermonia.
I counted,
The faster
so
we are...
I think I need like one or two more pulls, and then it'll be. Let me see. Yeah, I did the ones where they gave me some stuff. History. Hmm. She's an okay character, though. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 30, 35, 40, 45. I'm at 50. Hmm. That's what I do with all my heavy swords. They're all support because they can't really do much because they're slow. Diluc? Yeah, well, Diluc is never going to be a character to get, so because that's not going to happen. He's okay. I did the test run, but he'd be a support character for me. He's not that offensive, though. Oops. Yeah. Hmm. Just doesn't feel that way when I did the test run, honestly. Oh, okay. Then that's probably
The
it then.
smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom.
I'm just waiting for the hypostasis to come back. What was it? If you go into your adventure book, right?
Ah, found it.
So if it shows up in the book, then it's there? Oh, okay. Okay. I wandered around for a bit, so I should be fine. Mm. I only have one 5-star weapon.
The principal offenders, Domenico, Inica,
And it's only on one character that's a 4-star. But it works, so I'm not mad.
The offenders, but who did not participate in the case, will not stand trial. Among
The
them,
thing is, I don't play
surveillance
enough
of
to
Essan
use the
has
battle
ceased
pass.
on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on
It
our
doesn't
watch
matter.
list.
There's my connection going again.
So many names. Is the one who sent that
I'm
threatening
gonna
letter
start
to
having
Kiara on
words
the list?
with
Yes, there is
Roger
something
soon. Oh yeah, the
suspicious
cube
about
is here.
Essan, to be precise.
Because this is ridiculous. Because I'm having nothing but problems. And I'm not.
It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Monsieur Neuvillette,
I
someone
don't
claiming
know
to be
what
from
to
the
call
Spina Dorsula
my
just checked in with
team
us.
because it's bizarre and it works
said,
really
and I
good. I
quote,
guess it's like Electro
"We have
because
located the suspect
it's
and
like
they're
A is
chatting
the
at the cafe."
DPS, but everybody who either uses because I use no A and Barbara are DPS. Kea was my support, and so was Jinyan.
I too am
Because they
perplexed.
basically feed A's ability. And Barbara has her own thing. And I just have the catch. Oh, there it goes. Here we go. This is gonna be a problem. They gotta fix this. I don't know if it's them or Sony, because when I logged in too, I couldn't see any chats. I couldn't see anyone. Like, it was weird. I gotta get away from that. The problem I hate about this hypostasis is I have to, like, run away a lot. And then run back, and it's so hard.
These are the people who have
It's
had
not even
recent
hard to
dealings at the
play,
Mars
it's
Chaussee
just
Phantom.
this stupid
They're usually hidden in the Fleuve
in-between
Cendres,
stage.
but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Invite them over.
Exactly. Now, I
It will
heard
kill
there's
you.
great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
Yeah, it's... I don't know if it's their servers, Sony's servers.
Yes, that's me.
Just anything. I don't know.
You're
It just attacked me for no reason. I didn't
Yes.
do anything to you.
Yes, monsieur.
I will now,
Neuvillette.
though. Barbara will kill you. BRB.
Did you write that
Grr?
threatening letter to Kiara?
Such a weird thing to call yourself.
I did, but I was just following orders.
Neuvillette.
Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I could.
Domenico. Where is he now?
The fortress
Goodbye,
of
hypostasis.
Meropide.
You're dead.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip
I'm
yourself.
trying to level up.
This was as much as...
You've done more than enough.
Leave the
Too
formalities
close,
for
because
later.
she's so
You
close.
should find if he really is the one setting up the conspiracy.
All right then, let's head to...
Okay, time to wander off. I want to check my map.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those?
Osmanthus
who share
wine.
memory?
But Osmanthus wine. I think I just somebody like across the map just now. Yeah, I only seem to have connection issues when I'm fighting the hypostasis, which makes me think it's their problem, not mine.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
I'm at 91%. What could I possibly be missing in this area?
Welcome to the fortress of
Get it
dear
higher.
esteemed guests.
We're back! Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself. Guess we made a name for our...
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase.
Oh. Okay, hello.
I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Who does this guy think he is?
Now I also have Chong Young on right now.
He once attempted to.
Which is
I said,
amusing.
meaning that it was over before it even
He's
started.
actually not bad.
And now he's threatening Melazines, is he? To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past.
Well, it's a
I
good way to
wish
look
meet
around
Domenico in person
getting
and have my
tired.
questions answered.
That's an easy one. Let me think.
Did I hear someone say Melazine? What happened?
Sejuine!
How's your cold?
Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems
It's only
to be
hockey, don't
imprisoned
forget.
here.
There's always another year.
Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
There's no need to worry. Clarande is protecting her as we speak.
Oh, that's fair. At least you can do that, right?
It's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Yeah. You don't, you
that
know,
nurse.
you don't get
Do
sicker.
you
That's the
require
big
me
issue.
to
You don't want to get
personally
sicker.
deal with the criminal?
Writhsley.
Okay, I get it.
Dear frozen
I'll bring
slime.
Domenico to you.
You
That's your
want to
only
attack Chung
Think
Young.
of it as
That's
more
a
of
bad
a
idea because
humble
A's here,
request.
so we're gonna just
I'm here on
use
my own
him to
accord, not to
boost her
formally
attack
transfer
here.
a criminal for trial.
Goodbye.
I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were you here,
What's
Chris,
going on over here?
Paimon would take this chance to ask for something.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvillette would reject that. But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few.
Oh. I have to see it when I see it. Because I might be able to do it,
There's
but
some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
only potentially. Alright, A, where's the rest of the junk that we're missing from this area that we only have 91%? Like 91% in an area in Mondstadt, and I don't know what I'm missing. For exploration. Yeah. Right? Like I'm running around the map looking for... Oh, I need one of those. I'm looking for anywhere that could possibly be something I miss. Yeah, I'm working on it. It's a process, that's for sure.
Here for a moment.
Just keep going. Yeah, as long as you watch the game, right?
Oh, and would anyone...
Paimon's not that
thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you... I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure
Excuse
you'll
me.
have a lot to...
Excuse me again.
Typical Sejuine. Concerned about everyone's health as always. Why aren't you two saying anything?
Yeah, aside from
You
collecting
noticed them
things, that's
too.
about it.
The badges they wore.
And I'm
on their
always
chests
collecting
looked
things,
quite
so...
familiar.
Familiar?
'Cause I run around like a klepto.
Paimon didn't even realize they were wearing them. But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
That's not a bad idea. I will stay here
Interesting.
and wait for news from you.
Let's see. I've been...
I place
No,
great
it's
trust in
stuck.
Wright,
I don't
so
know.
I rarely visit the fortress of Meripede. However, exceptional circumstances call for exceptional measures. I hope I didn't cause him too much trouble.
Rostly. Are you sure that's right? Maybe they're saying it wrong. I never bring about it. Neuvillette. I mean, I can do it. I have a slightly different Neuvillette. I don't know.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come
I
across
wonder...
near tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
That's right, get out of here. This is why I keep Barbara on my team. She kills everything really fast. It's really bad when Barbara's your DPS person. Oh, what, did it see me?
Every journey has its final
It wouldn't
day.
be that dumb.
Don't rush.
Oh, I wish my brother was that nice.
Anything you need?
My brother just tells me that, and that I should go to the kitchen and make a sandwich.
Oh, this? Are you interested in joining the mutual aid network?
And or have children, but I'm past my prime now, so therefore I'm no longer useful. Lovely. It's okay, I'm gonna kick him in the nuts first, so...
What's that?
You can...
We have a very long history, going back as far as 400 years ago.
That's true. He's already
We
got
have never
3
had
kids,
many members
so...
throughout our history, nor do we
well,
have much
2
of a
and a half,
reputation,
one's not born yet.
But everyone treats each other like family. Helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Don't. She's part of the problem. Yeah. It is like that.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
She, you know, a long time ago,
All we want is to defend
he
ourselves.
was dating this really nice
None of us
girl.
have ever committed
She was
serious
really
crimes,
smart and
we're not especially
kind,
powerful either.
and
But
she was just a
people
good
won't give us
person
a hard time
overall.
if we stick together.
And he broke up with her because she wasn't religious enough, which is a really, really dumb reason. But it happens all the time.
You two look kind of... It's the symbol of the mutual aid network designed by our first president. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace.
I still don't like that he did that.
I've never seen
so
one of
so
those.
not
The
fair,
first
but
president of
I'm
our
sure
network
she,
was an amazing person.
you know, has had
Powerful as he was,
a great time.
he never used his strength against anyone.
Probably
He
went to
encouraged the weaker criminals
university.
to stick together
because
and
that's
look
where
out.
she wanted
All
to
of us
go.
have a lot of respect for him.
Most of us girls who went to university don't have kids. And of course I say, no offense to anybody who wants kids, it's just not for me. I'm looking for like chests I didn't open or... Ah. Mm-hmm. Get in there and charge my phone.
interested in joining the mutual aid network? If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer. Our slogan may have evolved over this. Here, this book is...
Yeah, this is always interesting when I do these because when I run around this area because I never need to... What? Paimon is... Oh, no. But maybe she does it on purpose. Why not? Why can't he? You triggered it.
Did
What
you
you
manage
get trying to take a picture of him sitting cross-legged?
An organization called the Mutual Aid Network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace. Have you seen any of those before?
There's my cube. Alright, hey, team. You just have to beat it up. That's it. And it's raining, which is great. It's easy. Beat Beth. Beat her up. I don't get what these extra names are for,
awarded
but...
to Carol in Vautrin. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire.
Get up, get up.
The only one that
This is your
remained
chance
should
to do a
belong
ton of damage.
Vautrin.
Oh.
Yeah.
The network was inspired by...
Monsieur Neuvillette,
Hate that it
His
moves.
Grace has requested your presence in his office.
All right. Let us talk.
Come on. Possible, like they're just not sounds that they use. Okay, I see what you're saying. Whereas... Raoul. They go Raoul. Raoul. Oh. That's mean.
Allow me to introduce this.
But there's no
fine
R.
Gentleman, Domenico. Why don't you explain everything to him?
I'm so confused. Yeah, I don't know. That's very strange.
What do you want?
Where are they getting it from?
What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Even I know not to say that, and I'm not a
Calm
French
down.
speaker.
Merely
French
want
is
to
not
ask you a few questions.
one of the languages. Oh, I'm sorry, Paimon. Jeez Louise, man. Yeah, I don't know. I've never... Why? Eh. It should be Neuvillette. New, like new. But Neuvillette.
Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine?
I don't know. That's weird. It doesn't make any sense at all. Ner.
It has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
No, I don't know. It's not. It's just not.
Idiot. I can't believe I trusted him.
It doesn't
Let me
exist.
ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Even in English.
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
Yeah, I've walked around this entire area and I cannot find what I'm missing.
You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
Can you 100% all of Mondstadt? Like, have people done it?
It's best if you realize the gravity of your
Ow.
situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally investigating your
What
case.
on earth has Frank been doing?
I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the
I'm gonna
fortress
have
of
to do that. I
Maripede
think
has
I'm gonna have to
something
get
to
the
do with
chest
this
finder.
as well.
At least I finished Mondstadt off as an area, so I could do that.
I admit I acted on impulse.
Like, I just been
I'll tell you
missing
the truth.
like a spot
But before
somewhere
that, you must ensure my safety.
where there's like a chest or two,
You see,
and that's it.
We're all reasonable
But
people
like,
here.
I have searched Mondstadt
I only
completely,
intended to do some
and I
small
know
business
that
at first.
because I know
Someone
Mondstadt like the
contacted
back
me
of my
about delivering
hand.
some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return.
I gotta finish that because I gotta finish the chasm.
After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Maréchaussée
And-
Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and I was put on trial. But I refused to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get
That's
their
right. I
hands on my
just beat him up.
goods.
And then you decided to take
I do play this game on hard mode. I don't have like any of the good weapons.
My initial target was Neuvillette. Everyone in the fortress of Maripede was declared guilty by
I
them,
level
after
up
all.
what I have,
So they must
which
more or
is
less
fair.
hold a grudge against them, right? If I could get them to strike back. But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual aid network in particular.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melusines to salvage things. I
There's
recall
this
that
wind
Kiara
wispy
was the one
thing,
who
but all it does
confiscated
is
my
make you
goods
go
for
up.
inspection. So
So
I asked
that
one of the
doesn't
more
help,
approachable
and I've done
guards to
it.
send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family. But the letter was in
Yeah,
fact
because
addressed to Essa.
that's to get the
I requested that he write a threat letter to Kiara and force it to
The
resign from the
thingamabob.
Maréchaussée Phantom.
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
No.
And there's no chest up there because I already did it. They beat them up. Does something happen if I take these out?
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sigewinne,
Yeah, I don't
please
know.
take him back to the
And
detention
usually they
center.
like put in some
I'll deal
chests,
with him
like
later.
extra chests that spawn, to sort of like give people a chance. But I don't know.
So,
I
Monsieur
don't see
Neuvillette, you
Like,
were
there are no
concerned that
chests
there
in this
might be
area.
a shadowy faction looking to
it's
capitalize on the
broken.
delicate situation with the Melusines to stir up greater chaos?
Yes, I
Cube is
experienced
back.
a
Okay,
similar
it's the last time
incident
I
in
need
the
the cube.
past, so I had to be
Pretty
prepared for
sure.
any possibility.
Mm. Maybe that's what they're doing.
And how long ago was this incident?
Because they don't,
More than
because they're
400
in
years.
because it's NEU, right? That's why. Yes.
You might be overthinking this.
That's if his name was an English name, yes.
Time can change a
But it's
lot of
not,
things.
obviously.
Everything's different now.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melusines you brought to
Holy
Fontaine were the
shit.
outlier society.
Yeah.
But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back
I mean,
and do nothing.
Zhongli, I guess, but he
I
hides
trust that
it.
they would make different choices from before.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melazines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Is he the Hydro Archon?
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards
So they don't know who
refused
had
to place
it.
their trust in Melazines. It was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 500 years,
But you don't
people no
need
longer
it
have
to be
any
an Archon.
reservations about you. Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed
does it have to do
the
with
whole
loss?
nation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Because they became the Earth, if I remember right. Mm-hmm. So dragons. Oh, okay. So Zhongli, although he appeared as a dragon, is not really a dragon.
With Dominico.
Or is he?
I am undeserving of such high compliments. From my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties.
Yeah. Which makes me think that Zhongli is his real face. Yeah. And we don't know if he did that on purpose or what. Ruka Devada is Nahida. I noticed that. No. Well, they just talked about how the Archon Ruka Devada
It isn't anything
saved
special
the
or
people
worthy of
and
praise.
used up all her
I'm
energy,
simply
and in order to
fulfilling the
do
promises
so,
I've made
had
and searching
to
for answers through my judgments.
shit, you little piece of shit.
It is unnecessary to hold me in
He
such
took
high
my
regard.
thingy.
The complexity of human
Had to use up
emotions
like
and
all of her
willpower
power, which
far
made her
exceed those of mine.
basically
As a
into a
matter of
child
fact,
form.
I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
There's no need.
But
to be
that
so
is who
modest.
she is.
The current state of affairs says it all.
Because otherwise it doesn't
You're
make
no
sense.
longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wished to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been
Like
settled,
why she's locked
I
up
should get going.
and why nobody knows.
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
Okay.
Thank you for the offer, but I
That
know
should
how
be
this
everything I
place works all
need.
too well. While some are here to redeem themselves,
we'll see. I
there
might
will
need to do this
inevitably be
more. I
those
hope
who
not.
harbor resentment towards me. The less time I
Okay.
spend here, the better. My presence could
Let's
very
go to
well
Mons
result
for a
unwanted
moment.
dis-
In that case,
and
I'll have to insist.
build a thing.
I still have 2 more things to say.
Please, Go ahead.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that letter.
I know of what you speak. The guard was indeed deployed
I don't
from
know.
the Palais Memorial staff.
I'm learning more and more
However,
of
as
it,
I mentioned
but
earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Well, that makes things a lot easier. Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild. Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk.
This sucks.
I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
Damn it. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to keep working, Sucrose. You're just gonna have to wait. I'm gonna do some story.
The other thing was born from my own
because I
sense
need
of curiosity.
2 more.
Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid network.
What are they called?
Neuvillette thought their badges looked
Bayuda turquoise gemstones.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the Fortress of Meripy.
They're freaking hard to make.
They were not great in number.
Is there any other way
but
I
every
can get
member
those?
always made sure to stand up for what was right.
The Animo stones, the gemstones.
I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once stood trial and was sentenced to imprisonment in the fortress. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression. In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
What?
Because right now I'm not working on Geo at all.
During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
Perhaps he had
No,
been
it's
putting
not
on an
gonna
act.
let me, I don't think.
An act?
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make an impartial judgment.
No, I don't
Thus,
have that
the
material,
more
whatever that
resentment he
is.
displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice.
So it
And to
won't let
those who had been
me-
sitting on the fence, Vautrin's
I have
act
no
was
idea
a
what the
very
jar
meaningful
is.
one. That's all from me. Does anyone else have anything to say? Now's your chance.
I don't have anything to say.
No, I
apart
can't
from
do it because I
expressing my
need a
gratitude,
thingy and I don't know what it is.
Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
Please, take care.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you know what? I'll just do it the hard way and just run around with her until I eventually get it, because I have to go back to the desert anyway. Mm-hmm. No. No. Yeah. Okay. Boss. You know what I have to do, actually, for my adventure book thing? Is I have to clear Storming Terror 3 in
That
single player
trial
mode.
is something I rarely bring up in
That'll give
conversation.
it to me.
But I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often
Do I wanna
replay in my
attempt that?
mind.
I'm not very good
as
at
if
that fight,
urging
though.
me on to do
Oh,
something.
wait. Well, I haven't done it yet. Everybody else has done it, just not me.
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me.
I want to go check.
I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things.
How do I
would
get it again to go down?
like to hear your thoughts too. What do you think of me?
with everything Risley said.
Where?
Chief Justice, every single
There
one
we go.
of your
Give me
trials
that.
makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think,
You know, the funny
Traveler?
thing is, I have searched out the entire chasm, and I still
What I really think is...
can't seem to level up the damn thingy-majiggy. Yeah, the Traveler does speak.
Every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on
weird.
you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
Oh, there's a quest here in the chasm I didn't do. That's cool.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption. As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself.
Can I,
But
like,
I trust
level
your
up the
judgment.
thingy? I'm pretty sure I have stuff. Let me
Since
look
some
at it.
time ago, I have begun to
Do I have
notice
stuff
the
for it?
changes
No.
that have occurred
How
upon
am
my
I
person.
still missing?
These changes were not due to any specific occurrence,
I'm missing
but
6
emerged as a
of those
result of
crystals,
time
but there's
itself.
a quest right now, so that I didn't do.
I will try to contemplate this further.
Golden
Thank you.
Symbols. Nope, that's not it. That's Sumeru.
Oh,
Where are you?
it's raining! Oh no,
Search
Paimon
for
forgot to bring an
opposition.
umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
Secret. Nope. Oh, okay, never mind then. We'll do later then. Alright, back to the quest at hand,
It's
I
raining
guess.
again. I've had enough of this
Come
weather.
back to that later.
There
so
go my
confused.
travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning?
Sumeru.
Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
It's making me open my map,
Is
and
this
I'm so
rain
annoyed
going to
about it
stop?
because I can't, like, just go and explore areas sometimes. And so the game is like, here, let's open the map. And I'm like, but I want to explore more. And it's like, no, you don't need to.
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
I have to admit, out of the characters so far, I really like Tainari's character a lot.
The Fortress of Millipede. It's a good place for me.
He's the most mentally balanced.
He owes me so many
And
answers.
Sino is not what he seems.
Neuvillette? Maybe he's the real symbol of
That I
Fontaine's
know.
justice.
Well,
watch
neither
him
is Tainari,
closely.
to be honest.
He could be trouble.
Thought it was really funny, so like walking around with
How can two
Tainari
completely
in
different
photos
species
so in place, and
possibly
he's like,
coexist?
"Oh,
Who's
it's
been
cold.
threatening
Put
Melusines?
your hands in my
Show
tail."
yourself!
I'm like, that's weird.
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past. Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Uh-oh.
Is the matter resolved?
I always do. Oh.
Yep, we found the person who sent that
Oh, that's
threatening
kind of
letter.
cool.
Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him. So the Melazine
What's
should
her
be safe
face in the
now.
game that got her?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry
here's the
for
upcoming
dragging you all
characters.
into this.
The girl that we
There's no
save
need
in the
to
story,
apologize.
who gets her thingamajig. I'm surprised they didn't make. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't make her a character.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got
Because they're
involved
dressed
of our
fancy.
own accord.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the Palais Mermonia, more than 50 people offered to protect her. I was worried that the excess of
Dude,
protection would make her
Dainsleif is
feel
gonna be a
uneasy.
playable character?
So I asked her to stay inside the Palais.
Oh, that's
It's very safe in
interesting.
there.
What a relief.
And there's an old guy too.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled.
Pulcinella?
To celebrate
They have a
this
list
joyous
on the wiki
Monsieur Neuvillette.
of people that are coming up. So there's someone named Alice. Or Alice Chino. I don't know who that is. Okay. Capitano, which is another one. Charlotte. Okay. Chevre. I can't even do this one. Chevreuse. It's French. No, that's a different one. Florinda's there. There's Chevreuse. Chidori. Oh, yeah. I don't know who Chevreuse. Who is that? She's mentioned in Freminet's voice. Zerbina. Dainsleif, we know. Dottore. Emily. You don't know who that is? Let's see, is she mentioned at all? Mentioned in and Lynette's voice lines. Mentioned. Okay. Farina. Ian. Yeah, then Neuvillette, who's already out, so they should. Pantalon. Or Pantalon. Looks so friendly. So they're gonna go Spanish. Yeah, I think now Spanish because Pulcinella. I think, yeah, Pulcinella. Sandrone. Seguin. There's no M, it's S. Oh, okay. Skirk.
That's not how you celebrate.
Yeah, and then there's this, and Bark. And then we have your Wesley guy.
For the
Precisely.
I should be
We're
available
Osley.
next month. Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them
The
to the
W
best
is
of my
silent
ability.
then. Ross.
Yes, thank you so much, Monsieur!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation.
It's supposed to be lasting for 10 years. What are we on? Year 3? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to go next?
No.
If you'd like to see Liyue spots.
Exactly, and I think
have a
that's where
few
we're going to be going.
references.
And Mondstadt. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And the other thing, I keep running into areas where there's like stuff in get, but I can't get it because it's up there. I just want, for the record, I just want to say that I don't like Sino's character design because he doesn't look cool enough.
I agree.
I'm just saying. He's an amazing character. I like his character. I like his voice actor. I like a lot about him. I can't get over the fact that he looks like a child. Because what they're supposed to represent, these people, doesn't match. He should be a big guy. Like, not big, he doesn't have to be huge. But, like, he should be as muscular as Dea is. What?
Kiara?
No.
Neuvillette?
I feel like they also made Alhaitham look the way he does, because kind of like, why is it that the guys get all these busty girls and we get nothing? And then they're like, here. And then they put Sino next to him. They're like, yeah, they're the same age. Fuck? Okay, good, because it's really bothering me that Sino looks like a little boy.
Let me think.
He needs...
Can't remember. My memory
Okay, so
isn't
he's
that
like
good,
a scrawny
so
child,
easily
basically.
forget.
He hasn't grown a body
I saw
yet.
Carol in my dreams just now. Gone, by the way. I haven't seen her in my dream.
Yeah.
She looked. I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why.
I can sense
It
your
just
joy.
irks me because, you know, I'm looking at what Sino can do, the way he moves,
Of course.
and I'm just like,
Traveler and fix this Paimon.
I know, I figured that out already. I know he's not. There's something not quite right with him. And no. Oh well, he's quiet about it. I don't know that yet. He didn't help Kale yet, though. Not in my game. It wasn't mentioned yet. Oh, I don't know the comic. Mm. Mm-hmm. Is that what happened to Sino too? Oh, see, yeah, he's a nation basically. That's what I thought. So then, the only god that I know of right now is Deshret that could be in. It's the priest? Yeah. Okay, okay. So, one color. Yeah, she's got heterochromia. So he's a descendant. He's a reincarnation of the priest. But the priest was just a priest. I mean, I had the feeling because he was standing there afterwards and he was like thinking about it. Not to mention, you know, the helmet, the way he dresses. It's not like every little different. Get him. Cross-legged?
No. Fuck, it's blue.
I'll eventually catch it.
No, he's standing up, currently. He's so pretty, though.
You know what I learned? Pretty men, generally, are very dangerous.
Especially Neuvillette.
So very mean.
Not Neuvillette.
Those... I wouldn't trust him.
Yeah, no,
Scrappy people.
There are still unanswered questions about him and Zhongli that I don't fully... I'm not fully okay with yet.
Also, the reason why I liked Kea, not because of Kea's appearance. I don't feel anything like that for any of these characters, but is because he's like very smart, but he hides it. He plays dumb, but he also plays a lot of pranks, which he knows. That's the thing, like, he just uses what he's got. Essentially, Kea is kind of like the Genshin epitome of Cade to me, if you think about it. Yes, Cade would sell his shit. Especially if it gets loot. I mean, he literally did, but not because he knew, because he was forced into it. I still think that isn't true, but I still think it was. That he ended up in debt, and this is why. But essentially, I've underdog characters, the characters that people are not quite paying attention to.
Don't rush.
What do you do? Yeah, why are you out of breath?
everything.
Oh, okay. I know. Like, I'm sick today. Takes picture of cat on the lap. You won't be breathing for a while. I agree, Elisa. I am so anti-academics lately, it's not even funny. What?
Order guide you.
Oh, it doesn't attack you with religion? Pretty sure I lost followers for yelling that. I'm being intelligent! I don't care, though.
But a moment
Divine knowledge, isn't that what you get from Celestia? I'm asking something way in advance. Right? And Celestia, which is why the Traveler and her brother, or sister, whatever, whichever way you do it, got into so much trouble with that god just because they're collecting all That's why they got punished.
Find anything you like?
This is such an interesting... Okay, so sometimes I wish I could, like, have time to content, because the whole Sumero thing about the academia is interesting commentary on academics. Like, all they care about is the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom, which is actually what's happening right now. Who can have access to knowledge? That's kind of cool.
Time.
Went too far.
The same wisdom, though. Constant search for this wisdom, and some mean it is what's causing all the problems. Ah, here's the question, Sino. That's true. Your Lord Kusanali, you know, everybody's like, we don't have a greater lord, duh, duh, duh. But you do have a lesser lord. Why are they lesser?
Only worth the extra mile.
I know. I haven't really gotten to the why of everything yet. That's what bothers, is that they never treat her like she is a god. Like, she has any good to provide. They just lock her up. It's so rude. And they decided to smart as Lord Rukkhadevata. She didn't have as much wisdom. She was a newborn god, which not really, but okay.
Here we go. There is no escape.
Stupid. They are dumb.
Brace
Oh
yourself.
my god. So they're saying that okay, was quote unquote born, which she's not really, but they, I guess, evaluate her, right? Saying like, okay, well, wisdom, so she should be as smart as this greater lord, but she's young and little and brand new, and they're like, well, she's no smarter than a normal child. She has to develop and experience and live. You can't do God. They are so stupid, right? Like wisdom doesn't care. Oh. Okay, now I have another question. Isn't explained, but the Archons. I need to look at something. Hold on. I'm gonna do this and then I'll ask my question.
Certainly extra mile. Osmethus what?
Here we go.
Okay, give me a second. Okay. Now, question. A has a vision. An Archon?
Wonder who this gift could be from.
That's the part I don't get. Makes you hilarious. Okay. What's the thing on her belt? It was just a symbol to look like. Okay. To read these stories then. I can read them from the app too, right? No? But, like, in your character list. Really? Well, that's what I mean. Like, I can read it from the app rather than just having to open the game. Oh my god. Is there not a way to read there through the app? Because it's just a waste of time to read it in the game, honestly. Oh, yeah, the one that I have open? Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay. This thing, because, you know, like, I'm trying to catch up with all this stuff, and I'm playing it more because of, you know, Destiny's issues, so, and people keep hurting their hands. Yes. Climb the waterfall. Is that a chest? It is a chest. Let's go get it. Is that... Let's beat everybody up. Time to speed things up a bit.
Brace yourselves.
Is it 6? I have to go clean my... Yep, and I'm gonna eat and then I'll stream. Megan can't play and her hand is still injured, and Vimo shouldn't play because his hand is injured. Yeah, I'll be here. I will always be here.
Sure, I'll play you another tune.
You've been playing a lot, yep. Mm-hmm. Wow. I mean, In my defense, I have the whole green area of Sumeru pretty much at 90%. I think. Oh yeah, you're done. I know you're done. I remember. Almost. Last nursery is 100%, but I don't think there's anything actually in there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. Mm-hmm. Which I still can't do because I'm not there yet. Yeah, I've been doing that. Yeah, I did that too. Oh, I didn't do that, but I'm not there yet, so I'm not gonna.
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over on.
Yeah, but he's so far down. He would be so far down my list because I'm, you know, doing what Megan. I'll be playing with him by the time I get there. Oh no, there's a way. I have to do it this way, otherwise I'll never finish them. I don't even care at this point. I'm so behind. I still don't even 4 characters still. I'm missing like most of like characters.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like tourist,
which I can only get from I think what the blue wishes. Yeah, like where the fuck? Yeah.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same.
You and Megan, everybody got lucky. They got him. They need to start rolling fairly, I think, because it's like, come on, guys. Yeah, they need to bring some in.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Mm-hmm. Well, either that or they didn't design it yet, or finish it, or put it in. Well, maybe. I don't know what. So I'm so behind. He had a dragon though. Like, oh no! Hey, what the fuck is your problem? Oh my god! Yeah, just fucking decided to Team Rocket's blasting off again, kind of thing. She decided to attach her soul, and then she decided that she was gonna dive bomb now. Yeah. Oh. Look. I think he guys like his notes from his teaching, but not you. Like you're not getting the book that explains everything. Yeah. Well, he might have been not answering emails and just focusing on that to get it out, though. You know, it's possible. Oh, good! Maybe he's taking your, Maybe.
Where do you want to go next? I'd like
Page
to
2
see
is his
Leroy's
notes.
tourist spots. I have a few references.
And maybe... Good.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Shine down!
Yeah, I'm telling them all the information. Snacks and tea. I hate that they tax forward too fast. They need to put a thing on it.
Right! Let's play! I see everything!
There is no escape!
Time for takeoff! Make yourselves at home!
Inazuma shines eternal!
I wonder if they're gonna like move time forward a little bit and like change the characters a little bit later on. Like they need to grow up a little. Maybe they'll do that after the place. You know what I mean?
Illusion shattered!
Yeah. It might be what's gonna happen. Because a lot of the characters are also just developing as who they are. Mm-hmm. Which is good, because some of them do have more than, you know. Yeah. That's true. Because I'm playing through them.
Take them. I have no need.
Mm-hmm. Kainari, you carry that little ball, and it keeps doing things that surprise you, which is very, very strange. Like what? I mean, it's cute, but what? Who was I working on for care? Ah, crap. That's right, I was leveling up Lynette. I'm wondering... I guess I can't change what the books are. That's gonna be really annoying. When,
I will have
excuse
order.
me. With the books... sorry. Give me a second. Sorry, my brain's not working. With the books to level up your characters, it just kind of sucks that I can't, like, get, like, level them up, like, you know, expend something and make them into purple books rather than just green books. Really? Oh, I didn't even know that, see? Look at that. I'm such a newbie. What books you talking about? Mm-hmm. Now I'm on Act 5, through the pre-dawn night. I'll hate them. You need to stop skipping leg day. Yeah, I feel like Paimon would read your picture books.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable.
I could read your books, I'll hate them, and understand them. Why can't Candace leave the village? That range. I like that they talk to you a little bit too. The two old people. One is the village guard, and he's really old. And one is the village chief, and he's really old. Tells you a little bit about the village. Not many people.
one man's stove.
Dea needs to work on her arms. Everything else is fine. Just make your arms a little stronger. That's right, you didn't do anything for money.
Another man's gem.
It bothers me that they say her name as Dea. I'm pretty sure it's Dea. What would you do if you woke up with more money than you could ever spend? I'd pay off all my bills. That'd be the first thing I'd do.
Solidify.
Yep. Then I'd pay off all my parents' stuff too. Pretty sure if that ever happened, my brother would probably call me. Tell him, I'm sorry, but no. You first have to earn it. And I would buy myself a home just outside the city, or go somewhere better. Because if I got as much as I ever needed forever, I could go somewhere high, warmer. Yeah, but your province is shit right now too. Houses aren't $1 million yet. I know. It's coming. Problem is we're also paid less. With the same prices as you guys have for groceries. So worse in a way because nobody actually makes that much. I think there's going to be big problems in the spring. Again. I hope so, Dea. I like Sino's character anyways, because he's just interesting. I can't. Yes. Man, poor Sino. He seems so lost. Yeah, that's not confirmed nor denied. And I haven't seen them interact with each other yet either, so... That's another point, right? Like... And they're both kind of mysterious creatures as it is, so... Oh, great. So could you please help me collect my purchase from Azal... Oh my god. Azalies? Hi? Azalai? Azalai. Azalais. Okay. Sorry. I just want chickens. Chickens would be fun. I would like more free time too. Like, I don't understand why, like, there's so many people, right? And so many people need jobs. Why? Why, oh why, oh why? Can't we just... employ more people, pay people properly, and then we can work like 4 days a week instead. Would like that. They don't want us to use our brains. Did you know that? I noticed that when I was looking for work. They're like, "You're smart. We don't really need somebody like that." I was like, "What?" Not unless you pay me better. Well, I always get because I had to look it up, but so I get you're overqualified like for everything. It's like, well, but I need a job, so I'm not overqualified in that case. And the other one is they usually say, oh, we plan to promote from within, even though they only have like 3 staff, which actually means is you're overqualified and we don't want to pay you as much, so go away. Although that job I'm glad I didn't get, because I think where I am is fine. Let's go get those flowers. Yeah, I think it's funny that they want to like revive Lord Deshret and then they have Candace just, you know, no. Azalai. That doesn't look like a lie. Ash of goods. Hey, Rafe. Here's your crazy amounts of stuff. Your big heavy box. That reminds me, I gotta wash those bins. I was gonna try growing potato. Hey, it's food and it grows free, so you buy like 1 potato and then you can grow potatoes forever. As long as they don't get sick. You're not a potato. If you were a potato, I'd be scared of potatoes for the rest of my life because that wouldn't taste good. It'd also be messy. Yeah, don't do it. Or we'll turn you into a potato. Nareem? Who is Nareem? Bring the flower pot to Nareem. Where the fuck is Nareem? Not helpful. Game is not helping me. Where is this person named Nareem? That's not Nareem. Map. Nareem is over here. Okay. There's Isak and his grandpa. Am I looking for the wrong person? I might be. No, it says Nareem is somewhere over there. Is Nareem here maybe? Oh yes, Nareem is like under here. Someone inside hears movement. Well, I'm here to give you this flower pot. She's talking to me, but she's got like her face to the side, so it looks like she's like snubbing me. Okay, now I have to go talk to Raif again. Raif, why can't you give your girlfriend flowers by yourself? It just looks really bad if somebody else does it. Just saying. Cause like, if some stranger was like, here, these are from so-and-so, I'd be like, the fuck? Yeah, like, what? Why? I'm creeped out. Nice. I haven't actually had to use them. Oh, Raif just like teleported up into the sky when I finished his quest. Izzy, I have 9 minutes. You can chill.